headline. Vietnam accelerate public investment disbursement. And Vietnam boosts strategic technology development. Hello, you're watching Today Headlines. During a walking trip to the southern provinces, Prime Minister Phie inspected the Long Thanh Airport project site on Thursday night and reviewed progress along with related component projects. This marked his 7th inspection of the site. He stressed that all stakeholders must meet the December 31st, 2025 deadline, not only for the airport project, but also for all major transport links connected to it. The Prime Minister requested Dong Nai Province to ensure adequate material supplies for the projects and provide contractor support to prevent resource shortages. He further tasked the Ministry of Constructions with drafting plans for a subway connecting Tân Sơn Nhất Airport to Long Thanh Airport, while ensuring fair access and healthy competition among businesses building the aircraft maintenance areas. Prime Minister Phie proposed that the Russian Republic of Tatarstan expand cooperation in Vietnam, including building a CAMAX automobile manufacturing plant in the country. During his meeting with the RN Minikhanov, head of the Republic of Hanoi in Hanoi on March 31st. He also reaffirmed Vietnam's commitment to fostering the comprehensive strategic partnership with Russia, highlighting positive growth in various fields, including high-level exchanges and economy, trade, investment, culture, tourism, and education cooperation. Minikhanov shared Tatarstan's strength and interest in cooperating with Vietnam in fields such as artificial intelligence, information technology, automobile manufacturing, chemicals and petrochemicals, civil aviation and helicopters, food processing, textiles, furniture production, and education. Today, receiving French Minister of Transport Philippe Tabarot, Prime Minister Phie emphasized that the Vietnam-France relationship has many special ties, has gone through many ups and downs, breakthroughs, and is currently developing very well. The Prime Minister said that Vietnam is focusing on developing strategic transport infrastructure and always welcomes and creates favorable conditions for French enterprises to cooperate and invest in Vietnam, including the transport sector, a particular strength of France. The French minister affirmed that he would promote cooperation in the fields of transport more and more effectively, including human resource training, technology transfer, smart management, and preferential loan support. As the first quarter of the year nears its end, public investment disbursement remains sluggish in many ministries and localities, falling below the national average. With the government targeting an economic growth rate of over 8%, urgent action is needed to remove bottlenecks hindering the disbursement process. This investment serves as a dual engine, driving both immediate economic expansions and the country's long-term development trajectory.
For nearly a month, persistent rainfall has impacted construction on the Tuyen Quang Ha Giang Expressway, bringing most work to a standstill. To offset delays, efforts have been concentrated with extended working hours.
7 bridges are expected to be completed by July, followed by 8 more in October, with the remaining 7 set for completion by December.
The construction site for the Tuyen Quang General Hospital project is fully prepared. The project is now pushing to accelerate progress, aiming for early completion by the end of this year, ahead of schedule.
We have completed pouring the upper floor while finishing work on the lower level. Electrical and water systems are also being installed. We are now handling tasks simultaneously to expedite progress.
In the first 2 months of this year, just over $2.35 billion in public investment capital has been disbursed. The slowdown is attributed to the fact that only 4 ministries, central agencies, and 37 localities have managed to exceed the national average disbursement rate.
Since the beginning of the year, we have implemented a 3-shift, 4-team construction schedule. This allows us to proactively adjust in response to unfavorable factors, ensuring steady project progress.
Following the directive of Party General Secretary To Lum, the government has instructed ministries, sectors, and localities to reduce procedural timelines for construction projects by 30%. These efforts aim to accelerate project implementation and ensure the country's 8% growth target for 2025.
Private economic enterprises held an outstanding credit balance of over $273 million last year, accounting for about 44% of total outstanding loans across the economy. Of this amount, small and medium-sized enterprises (SME) had access to around $107 million, representing 40%. This group of businesses typically operate at a small scale with limited management capabilities and low competitiveness, making it difficult for them to provide sufficient collateral for bank loans. In an effort to boost credit availability for the private sector this year, banks are introducing chain lending solutions. This approach allows businesses to access preferential loans without collaterals. Currently, SMEs qualify as one of 5 groups eligible for low-interest loans at just 4% per year, which only 2/3 of the normal loan interest rate when meeting specific conditions and criteria. Coming up next, Vietnam boosts strategic technology development. And Phie named top budget-friendly travel destination for spring 2025. It is essential to swiftly develop and submit for approval the National Program for Strategic Technology and Industry Development. Prime Minister Phie stressed that the development of science, technology, innovation, and digital transformation must be closely linked to keep Vietnam aligned with global digital transformation and enhance its role in the international technology supply chain.
To issue the National Program on Strategic Technology, it is essential to first define a list of key technologies, including artificial intelligence and semiconductors, which are widely prioritized by managers. However, opinions vary on what other technologies should be included. Experts emphasize that the list must be carefully curated, focused, and avoid being overly broad.
In my opinion, we must rapidly advance technologies in key areas such as energy, environment, medicine, materials, and information.
If we can design a strategic program that covers all issues and also predicts difficulties and risks in the implementation process, then we will be successful.
To advance strategic technology, breakthrough policies such as experimental mechanisms, risk acceptance, increased budgets, and public-private partnerships are essential to attracting major enterprises to its development.
To engage domestic and global enterprises in achieving Resolution 57 specific goals, a public-private partnership is needed to leverage state resources and align with private sector interests.
The early promulgation of the Strategic Technology and Industrial Development Program is both urgent and a key driver for Vietnam's goal of becoming a high-income nation by 2030.
The groundbreaking ceremony of Hon La International Port Project was held today in Quang Trec District, Quang Binh Province. The project has a total investment of nearly $100 million on an area of nearly 40 hectares, divided into 2 phases, expected to be completed in 2 years. The port is planned to be located near the coastal shipping route about 6 nautical miles, about 4 kilometers from National Highway 1A and 150 kilometers from Cha Lo International Border Gate. This is a favorable condition for connecting goods from Laos, Thailand, Myanmar, and neighboring economic zones. Quang Nam Province has begun construction on a project to prevent erosion and protect the Hoi An coast. With a total investment of over $39 million, the project is scheduled for completion next year. Once completed, it will protect the land, homes, and life of more than 1,300 households and tourism infrastructure across an area of approximately 3.2 square kilometers. The project will also support local socio-economic stability and development, particularly benefiting Hội An tourism sectors and Quảng Nam province as a whole. Phong Nha in the central province of Quảng Bình has topped the list of the most affordable destination for spring travel in April and May, selected by digital travel platform Agoda. This list includes many attractive options from tranquil beaches and bustling cities, all at affordable prices. Phong Nha tops the list with an average room rate of just 715,000 Vietnam dong, or around $28 per night. According to Agoda, Phong Nha is a paradise for nature enthusiasts, featuring magnificent caves and lush natural scenery. Here, visitors can explore some of the largest caves in the world at Phong Nha Kẻ Bàng National Park, a UNESCO-recognized World Natural Heritage Site. This place also offers many exciting experiences such as mountain climbing, cycling, and immersing oneself in local cultural experiences. And now, as usual, let's continue with the weather forecast. And that's it for today's headlines. To rewatch our program, you can log on to VTVgo.vn or download our mobile application VTVgo. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.